Okay, it's been a while since I did an update on this. I thought that might be a good idea. Now, so far the running boards and the floorboard and the dash are permanently attached. The radiator and the pieces of the hood are not. I still got to put in the rest of the hood and the fenders and all that stuff. But anyway, I think that what Martin and Frank did with theirs is really great. Those are some great looking little trucks. They run great. They sound great, you know. But both of them elected to put all the electronics in the back and hide it with the canvas cover. I wanted to go a little bit different route, and I wanted to be able to run the truck without the hoops or the canvas cover, possibly because I've seen these with a 50 cal mounted in the back. I was thinking about, you know, some kind of rat patrol truck with a big 50 cal Ma Deuce up there. But I want to be able to run it without the cover and still not be able to see any of the electronics. Okay, so that's what I've been working on. And the holdup has been that I still don't have the 600 RPM motors. I want to put those in and see how it runs before I start permanently attaching stuff. Now I'm going to have to shorten all of these wires. Like this is just for the steering servo. And I'll take that down to where it's probably only about 2 inches long. It'll run straight over. And if I open this, I've kind of got it mocked up and figured out how I want to lay it out. Like I said, this isn't attached, so I can pop it right off. So I've got the speaker mounted underneath here facing down, and I can slide the battery in right on top of that with no problem. I'll have to see how that works once I get the side pieces in. It might be a problem then, we'll have to see. I might have to make the side pieces so that they come up with the hood, which wouldn't be a big deal as long as I put the proper bracing behind. You know, I could do it like that. Of course, that'd cause a problem with the fenders. Anyway, we'll figure it out. But the plan is to put the battery on top of the speaker, put the ESC on top of the servo, and then the LVA can lay right on top of the ESC. The receiver, I thought this was pretty slick the way I did this. I've got it mounted behind the dash. Let's see if we can get you a good view of that. I cut a hole in the firewall, and you can see how it's not attached yet, but I'll put it in there probably with some Zap Goo, and that's my receiver. And you know, the servo's just plugged straight into there, and then it worked out pretty slick because the receiver wire comes off. You can see it right there, and I just drilled a little hole in the floor. Seats aren't glued in yet either. Drill a little hole in the floor. Once I get everything done in there, I'll tack that back with a little zap. And the antenna will come out down here and just run along the framework. And that should work out really well. On the other side of the dashboard, let me pop these off of here. That's where I'm going to put the sound card. Okay, unfortunately this sound card doesn't work, and I'm not sure yet. I gotta maybe talk to Rad and see if he can help. But I'm going to do the same thing with the sound card on this side and have it. I got to cut the hole here yet and put that in behind the receiver there, or next to the receiver. And that's part of the holdup too. Is I've got 2 more of these sound cards and another one of these speakers, and I can't find them. Yeah, I know, stupid hippie brain. But anyway, once I get the sound card in there and get all the wires shortened up and everything put in, like, you know, I'll go straight from the ESC right down to the motor. It'll go straight down, and I'll just have the one for the battery. Still got to figure out where I want to put the on-off switch. I was thinking possibly down here under the fender somewhere. I could maybe mount it underneath the bottom of the frame. Maybe right, like something like that. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But that's where we're at on this. So as you can see, because I wanted to do it like this, that's why I didn't want to build the whole truck first and then try to RC it. I wanted to do it as I went so I could see what was going on. And I think it was a good way to go, because that's what made me come up with the behind the dash thing for the receiver and the sound card. And I think that when it's finished, like I said, I'll be able to run it just like this with no cover, no hoops, and you won't be able to see any of the electronics or the battery or anything. And I think that'll be pretty cool. So I'm also thinking about maybe, this is a Danbury Mint Jeep windshield, and it's just, you know, I'd have to scratch some wipers for it, but I might go ahead and modify this to use that windshield. We'll have to see. That's where we're at for now. We will see you next time.